What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's good to see you today on the Speak and See Show. I ask you to like, subscribe, click that notification button so when I get information out, you can get information in. We have been hearing some disturbing news today regarding our EIDL grants, that they are ending the program. Could it be true that the EIDL grants will be gone when the new infrastructure bill goes into effect and all amendments are signed? Possibly. Is it 100%? No, it's not. And I usually go against the grain here. I am going against, I don't agree with what they're saying. I don't believe personally that the EIDL grants are over yet. I will show you why. Because I just watched a video from somebody that puts EIDL grant information out daily for people, and he gives statistics. He does that sort of thing. I do too. We don't always see eye to eye on these things because usually these are written by attorneys. You should be an attorney in order to figure it out. And some attorneys can't even figure it out, and they have to go into the chambers to actually say, what does this mean? Let me show you what is going on right now. As we know, 2.5 billion, approximately 2.5 billion has been distributed in EIDL grant funds for the $10,000 EIDL grants. 2.5 billion out of the 20 billion that they were given. I'm going to go up here now, and I'm going to show you this is the new bill that they're putting out for the infrastructure. And it says that $17,578,000,000 are permanently rescinded. And they're talking about the targeted EIDL advance in section 323 of 1D consolidated, yada, yada. And if we take that at face value, yes, they're correct. Targeted EIDL advance, the targeted EIDL advance, yes, it's looking like the money is going to be finished. It looks that way. But I'm going to bring you into the section that he's talking about. Let me see if I can just make my head smaller for you guys so we can kind of see each other. Okay, here we go. This is the money that he's talking about is gone through the targeted EIDL advance, the 17,578,000,000, and we know 2.5 of it is approximately 2.5 has been funded already. So yeah, 17.5, 2.5, that's 20 billion. It's gone. Targeted EIDL advance, hasta la vista, baby. Targeted EIDL advance. Remember here, guys, we're talking about two different things. When we're talking about my grant, when I think about my grant, or the grant that we all know and remember as the in the CARES Act, we're talking about the EIDL grant, not the targeted. So let me just go into the prior text that he's referring to. Is this right here? In section 331, the targeted EIDL advance for small businesses, continuity, adaptation, and resiliency. So let's scroll down a little bit here, okay? We're going to read what's going on here with the targeted EIDL advance. We scroll down. We have to go quite a few pages down. It talks about how you got to be in a low-income community area, how you have to lose 30%, and so on and so forth. Got to continue going, and it ends down here, the CARES Act. Here we are, authorization of the approach. Here we are in H. It says authorization of the appropriations that are authorized to be appropriated to the administrator, $20 billion to carry out this section. Okay, that's section 331. That's the targeted EIDL advance, section 331. We get that. We're out of the section 331 now, but we got to move down a little further here because it's not over until the fat lady sings. You got to dot all your I's and cross all your T's before you can call out the EIDL grant as being ended. You got to do that. If you don't do that, then don't call it ended. Okay, so we're going to go down into section 332, which is just as important, if not more important to a lot of us. This is the emergency EIDL grants. Section 111 of the CARES Act is amended. Now we come down a little further, and it goes by striking and doing this and advances and this and that's for the grant. Now, I'm going to come to this part right here. Did I say part right here? Anyway, With respect to the entity of that administrator determined is not entitled to receive an advance under this subsection, provided the entity of notification why the administrator reached that determination. We get that. Yeah, we've all got that letter of decline maybe, or we're not even getting it. But B, in paragraph 7, by striking 20 billion and inserting 40 billion. When you strike 20 billion and insert 40 billion, that means the program's not ended yet. The money is gone. Boom. Now you put in the other 20 billion now after that 20 is gone. So here is a very key to whether that EIDL grant money or EIDL program is going to be over or not. Now, and I need you to notice in section 332, it does not say, once in that section, does it mention the word targeted? It doesn't say targeted EIDL grant. It says emergency EIDL grant, which is a COVID EIDL grant. But it's not necessarily the targeted, which was in the section 331. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and it says subsection by December approved the applicant using alternative appropriate methods to determine them. Applicant eligible to receive such a loan. Striking during the covered period. Advances, it says advances during the covered period, but it doesn't say targeted. It doesn't say targeted. Administrator receives applications from applications. Timing with administrator. Administrator shall not later than 21 days in requests. Small business subsection if it verifies in clause and provides, and administrator advances. I'm just kind of going through this briefly real quick to try to find targeted, and you know, it's not there. It's not there. So with section 332 in this new application they may be putting out on August 4th, who said the well was dry? Maybe it is, but I'm just saying, from what I'm reading, it's still there. I've heard some very reliable sources tell me that they are going to be opening starting on the 4th of this month. New applications will be going out to small businesses who didn't get their EIDL grants. So with this still on the hook, is this 100%? No, it's not 100%, because like I said, you usually need an attorney to figure these things out, because attorneys, actually legislative attorneys, write it for the congressmen and senators to put forth so that they can have their day in court and have all their ducks in a row legislatively and legally binding by an attorney in their chamber. So with that being said, remember, so once again, I'll move my head out of the way and let you see that again. This is in section 331, or I'm sorry, 332. When the other gentleman was referring to the 331, the targeted EIDL advance, it's different than just the EIDL grant. So with that said, there's still hope. Don't give up. If it's time to give up, we'll give up. Hope is still out there. Hope is still alive. It's still available. It's still there, and anything can happen in the Senate too. They can say, nah, we're not going to take any money from the EIDL program because they've been hearing too many people saying we haven't got our money yet, or they may just go ahead and get rid of it and allocate the funds like it showed you in the other text there. Move my head again, where it says that permanently rescind these funds and give them to potholes and bridges and stuff, which need to be filled up, and we need roads and stuff like that. I get it, but they can go get their money somewhere else. Don't keep hitting it. Don't keep hitting the small businesses. Really, I know we're getting used to being punched. We're used to being smacked around now. But you know what? We don't go down. And if we do go down, we don't stay down very long. Guys, keep fighting. And somebody say, hey, I want my 10K. Somebody, give it to me. Somebody, give it to me.